Hello, my peeps. This is Pater Zay. Hey, I am back. Yes, I had to take a little bit of hiatus until I felt well enough to start recording again. And here I am, finally feeling back to myself. Yay on that. As you may or may not know, I have been going through some chemo treatments for the last 6 months, and it really sucked the life out of me. Yeah, that was not fun. Finally, I'm feeling pretty good. So yay on that. I just got back from a killer vacation. I went to Puerto Rico to do some healing, and very necessary. Yeah, very necessary. So I myself am not out of the clear yet, but I am hopeful, and I'm really hopeful that this year is going to be a lot better. So my friends, stay tuned because I have some really cool stuff to show you. The video that I'm about to show you, actually, I have pre-recorded it during the holidays, and I did not get a chance to post it. I was not up to it. So I have then another video that I recorded of some 1/6 scale figures from my Hot Toys, and that's pretty cool. So stay tuned for that. And then when I got back, I had a slew of collectibles, really cool figures waiting for me to be unveiled, to be unboxed. And I finally did that, and wait until you see that lineup. So yay. I also noticed that there were some YouTube videos on people's favorite top 10s for 2025. And I noticed that I basically had just about all of them. So stay tuned for my top 10 on some of those Hot Toys, Integrity Toys, some Barbie. Yeah, I have a slew of really cool stuff to show you. So stay tuned, my friends. Until then, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. See ya. Ho, 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 my friends. Welcome to another episode. This is PX Mr. Collector, otherwise known as Pater Zay. Thank you so much for joining me today. Yeah, if you are a Batman fan, a Batman collector, well, get ready. Hey everyone, this is PS Mr. Collector. Are you ready for the holidays? Ooh, they're here. Yeah, I was getting a different episode ready when I realized that I have quite an accumulation of Batman collectibles that have been piling up, and I had no idea until I started separating them, and I was like, oh, yeah, Batman's going to get his own episode because there are quite a few cool characters that I want to show you. So here we go. All right. Who do we start with? Yeah. Yeah, the Batman 66 collection from McFarlane. It has really grown nicely, and now this is like the classic TV series characters, and I'm really liking that. So to the collection, I am adding the Joker and Bookworm. Yeah, both pretty cool characters. I'm really enthused about the bookworm. So there's the Joker, right? Sweet, sweet. And then here's bookworm. Yeah, and I think bookworm is pretty cool. I dig his suit. I love the glasses. Yeah, and I think even out of the packaging, he will look really cool. And then, of course, the Joker. Ha! Yeah, the red mask on him. That is awesome. Yeah, the entire red suit. Nice. Yeah, and and I wish that I had the room to display the whole collection of McFarlane Batman 66. Because I've seen other collectors that have done it. And I'm like, oh, right? The same thing, with this other collection that I'm like, oh, if I only had the room. And yeah, look at my stuff. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, there's no room. You know how that goes, right? As your collection grows, your space gets smaller, smaller, and smaller. All right. Okay, so this box here, yeah, it says nothing on it. So when I got this, I was like, not even at the bottom. I was like, what is this? I couldn't remember. And then I think this that they put on the side here is just a code for them to figure out where it is, the inventory, right? Because I don't think that has anything to do with the figure itself. So then I was like, oh, what is it? Right? So I opened it up, and then I was like, oh. Yeah, this dude is like super cool. And then the information, yeah, I know, can't read it. Haven't bothered to get the translator on that, but this dude is pretty awesome. Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah. It's like his face is like really wrinkled. He's like pissed off. This Batman, he's freaking had it. It's got like some Wolverine claws. Yeah, the hand sculpts are interesting. And then he's got like a rifle. Since when, right? So what is this from? It's like the dark side. His cape is pretty cool. Yeah, the cape is like, wow, that's a lot of cape going on there, right? Yeah, nice fabric. Wire on top? Yes, wire on top. Sweet. And then even the way it drapes in the back. Interesting, right? But yeah, I love that. Ooh. And, yeah, he is pretty cool. Yeah, interesting suit. Is it my favorite suit? No, I wouldn't say that. I think that the suit itself could have used a little more effort, but I like his utility belt. Yeah, his face is awesome. But you see what I'm saying about the suit? It's like it's just got that plastic on. It feels like it's missing something there, and then the bikini part is like, Yeah, boots are cool. And then you see the rifle? Yeah, right there. Interesting. Oh. So glad I got him. Yeah, I think he's pretty unique. So, yay on that. Okay. guy here? James Gordon from the animated series. And this is pretty awesome. And then you have a collect to build. So in this one, it gives you actually the head, which is interesting. But yeah, really interesting piece. Okay, so there is James Gordon. And then for the build-up, you have the head, and then this piece here, which is what he's wearing on his shoulders. Interesting. And then these are the 4 for this series. Plus. Right? Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, this DC Direct. Pretty cool. Alright. But is it as cool as this? Yeah. This is so cool. This is the Batman family. Animated icons. It's so good. Oh, I love his stance. His stance is great, right? The different Robins, love that. And then Batgirl, way cool. Yeah, this is sweet. It's so good. And I'm like, the base is really awesome. Yeah, the base is great. Check it out. Right? Yeah, that is awesome. Wow. Yeah, this is a collection that as far as Batman goes, I could do a whole room on my collection of Batman, and yet I don't have the space for it. So it's tricky. It's tricky because I'm like, oh, I would love to display this, but yeah, I don't see how it could be possible. And once I show you my tour, the tour of the gallery, you'll understand. And that's coming up soon. Yeah, it's time to show it off. So, yeah, this is awesome. Wow, that's pretty fun. Ooh. But is it as fun as Mondo? Oh. Yeah. Almost didn't get her. But then I was like, wait a minute, I don't have many figures of Poison Ivy. And I love Mondo. Mondo has been doing a freaking amazing job with this whole series, and this is no exception. The box, freaking great. Let's look at that. Look at the artwork. All right. That is sweet. Yeah. Of course, I removed her out of the box. Look at her. Yeah. So I wasn't really sure if I was gonna get her. And then when I did, I was so happy that I did, because she had a couple of surprises. And one of the surprises that I am still enjoying is that she came with 2 head sculpts. and they're very different from one another, and I love that. So this is the head sculpt that she came with. This was the one on the body, right? That is cool. Love hair. That is great mold. Nice. But the second head sculpt, that to me was the winner, because I love her expression. And my thought is that somebody freaking ruined her lipstick, and she is not happy about it. So she said, this fight is gonna have to hold while I put my lipstick back on. Isn't that great? Yeah, she is pissed off. Look at her. Oh my God, so good. Right? Yeah. Great accessory, easy to strap on. Love that, like a bazooka. Then the lipstick and her suit, pretty simple, right? That's not much of the suit as far as design goes. That's a nice little touch, that little flare thing right there, right? But it's all about the head sculpt. That's nice, right? So came with quite a few accessories. So one of my, first of all, check this out. Right? Rose. And then a slew. I'm talking about a slew of different hand sculpts. I believe this is a paintbrush. And then it also came with a few potted plants. Right? Yeah. These are cool. Different things that it came with. This is for a wrist. A lot of stuff. So stoked with that. Yeah, so yay for Mondo. Hooking us up, Poison Ivy. Nice. All right. Also from Mondo. The boy wonder himself. Yeah, love the artwork that they're doing. This is so good. Yeah. He is awesome. So awesome that, of course, I had to also pull him out of the box. And this dude also came with a lot of accessories. Some accessories, I'm gonna have to look at the photos to see how they're used or what's the purpose. So, for example, this thing here, right? That whole contraption. I have no idea. Right? Because I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe this is supposed to be like spinning, but this threw me off. I'm like, is it bent and it's not supposed to be? I don't know. Right? So that's one. Then the other one is this thing. Check this out. Right? So I gathered that this was the hook thing at the end. And then he holds on to this, I'm gathering, right? Then it shoots out, thinking. Then boomerangs are pretty cool. Yeah, this double one is interesting. I've seen this type before. We're used to this. Then also a slew of different hand sculpts. Right? Flashlight. Nice. Torpedo. Interesting. Then the R. Like that. And then he also came with fish. And there they are. They came with a couple of these. Right now, and I believe it was the Joker background. This collection that also came with fish, but the fish that the joke came with, they were colorful, where all his accessories are basically monochromatic in this death color. Right? So I have him holding shears and a fish. The fish may fall off just because I'm going to move him. But he also came with quite a few different head sculpts. Right? Besides the head sculpt, he also came with 2 different capes. This is the cape that was on him, and then I changed it to the one that falls over to the side because I think that's more interesting than this is. Quite a few head sculpts actually. So Poison Ivy came with 2 total. He came with 5 total. That's a lot, right? And what I like is that they actually all look different. So here he is, El Serio, very serious, right? Love the hair. Look at that. Ooh, wing it out. Pretty cool. Then, so this, that serious look. And then I was like, well done. I mean, they're just so different. So here, you can see, look at that. He's a little bit on the angry side. He's like, "Rrr." Love that, right? So different. And then this is my favorite one. Yeah, that's great. Right, so that's what you would expect. Most people probably going to go that way. I myself picked the simple guy. Picked them without the mask on. And I really like the way it looks. Yeah, definitely like, and I love this head sculpt. It's so Boy Next Door. See, isn't that great? Right, so in this one, I mean, he's heavy. He's got some weight to him. I have him holding the fish. Right? Yeah. So then you can see the cape over to the side, over the shoulder. Nice. Shears. A lot of hand sculpts for this dude. Right? The base. Nice. Yeah, love that. So cool. Yeah, the design of that cape is awesome. Right? So, yeah, so happy to add another Robin to my collection. I don't think there were enough of him. So, my friends, wow, that was so cool. I'm so glad that I was able to share that with you. Until next time, my friends, take care of yourself. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hope you have a great holiday, and I'll be talking to you soon. Take care.